Hey, what's up, everybody? DO44 coming at you with another video. All right. Something I wanted to document that's been going on for the last, I'd say, 3 days. Just about every time I look at the clock, I'm getting triple numbers. 3:33, 1:11, 2:22, 10:10. Like, that's really been very consistent with me over the last 3 days. It may mean something, it may mean nothing. I'm a pretty spiritual person, but I really don't know the science behind that. And, you know, I've had that happen a lot in times of my life where maybe not that exact thing, but you look at the clock and it's on the hour. I think there might be some science to that based on the body clock, you know, being sharp and that kind of thing. But this is a little different. This is a little different because it's always a different hour. 5:55. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm seeing it, and just right now, right before I turn on the camera, it's 3:33. So it's like, all right, it's like maybe the 9th time this has happened in the last 3 days. Like, literally, it's getting to a point where it's like, maybe I should document that. Maybe I should just say something. So, yeah, man, I don't know what that's about, but it's been going on, and it's rather consistent. So, whatever the timing is, I don't doubt that it's been consistent and aligned some kind of way. Think about how the weather's been. Think about the earthquake we had today. You know, some of the conversations we've been having on this channel, 9/11. You know, just stuff, man. Stuff that I feel there could be something to it. What? Don't know. But yeah, man. Headed home. Got plenty of content I left here for you guys. A Lakers rant that I just did right now that I didn't really think was a rant, just wasn't necessarily positive. But I'm not really particularly upset at anything. And of course, some content this morning that is long and lengthy as usual. A good 50 minutes worth of therapy session that I think, I hope all of these therapy sessions age well, man. That's what I hope. I don't do this for views. In fact, if anything, I think that flying below the radar in regards to some of the conversations I have is probably smart. But if anything, I just hope they age well, dude. I'm not here to try to get a whole lot of attention today, but I do want this stuff to be able to be found in the cloud tomorrow, and then probably be viewed by many when the wisdom of what it is that's in there and some of these ideas that I have in my very unique brain are most necessary, and some of these lessons we've learned are most necessary. That's really what I want to say, man. I don't know what the clock is going to strike for me when this thing is over with. I feel good. I got some health stuff, but nothing that I think is life-threatening in any way, but you just never know. So my intention every day that I turn on this camera with a therapy session is to give y'all transparency of how my day's going, and then proceed to say something that I think a lot of people may be afraid to say in a lot of cases, depending on how much the risk is worth it. Try to bring some wisdom to the situation, but also speak some truth to power that, quite honestly, is not being held accountable for in my day right now. And not in 2024, we ain't holding power accountable for much of anything, and it's getting away with a lot of awful stuff. And I don't think it's by coincidence that the Lord wired me to be fearless to talk about it in the environment where people are deliberately ignoring stuff that they really need to be talking about. And I just want to normalize urgency for the lives of people who may not have a whole lot of money. Leverage and capitalism moves too much in our country to the point where we will let people starve and suffer because they don't contribute to the building of it, and don't actually consciously feel as if that's how we align our priorities in life. But by way of how we ultimately behave without thinking, that's how we prioritize people. And that's how we prioritize what holds urgency and what doesn't. We think ourselves to be good people, charitable people, mindful people, thoughtful people, but then won't allow ourselves to be faced with certain truths without feeling deep level of uncomfortability. And that is what needs to change. And I hope that this is one of the last generations that's comfortable with genocide, that's comfortable with allowing people who are comfortable with genocide to feel comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? No more of that. There needs to be more awakened minds out here with the urgency to help people who may not be able to do nothing for us today, who may see the urgency in helping lives with the understanding that people can develop to be great if just given an opportunity. And that it ain't always about instant money and instant productivity that should hold the value of of a human life. That they come from a rich family, or that they can contribute to whatever it is that ultimately makes us wealthy. That shouldn't be the deal breaker in regards to whether or not they should matter. And I think that the system in place that allows for us to be coerced into just being that way by default is something that we should get rid of and shun every day after today. I really believe that. So that's pretty much what I got to say. My name is BDL44. I thank y'all for watching.